You're watching The Experience Comic Culture and Sales, streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
You know how when you go to Comic-Con, after Comic-Con, you go to the hotel bar, and there's a whole bunch of people playing music and dancing, and you've got Pikachu and Lara Croft Tomb Raider doing the cha-cha slide just down from Deadpool and Batman and Wonder Woman? That's every Saturday night over on the Experience Twitch channel. Join Taji Beats for the EXP Dance Party, exclusively on Twitch, twitch.tv/the_EXP.
Hey, what's going on, Alec? All right,
what's going on?
What's going on, brother? So I want to shout out to Kenneth Bird, Preston's in the house, Marcus, what's going on? Hugh, Easy Go Lucky, Ron, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Yeah, we got the whole crowd in here now. Let me see. Why is this computer moving so slow?
Still no John, huh?
Still no John. He is still trying to recover. So, yeah, under doctor's advice. Hey, Tom Bishop, what's up, man?
Everything's all good with him, though?
As far as I know, you know, I may reach out to him after the show tonight just to see how he's doing. So, a little concerned. Stargazer, what's going on, buddy? So, yeah, just see what's going on, man. But hopefully he's doing okay. Hopefully he's doing okay. We miss him, obviously.
Honestly, I'm going to reach out to him, too, after this.
Yeah. All banter aside, we're hoping he's doing okay. You know, he's dealing with, and again, getting COVID and then pneumonia pretty much back to back is kind of an issue, I guess.
I mean, so pneumonia's no joke, man. I ended up in the hospital.
No,
with
it's
that.
not. Yeah, it's definitely not a joke. I mean, it can, if it gets bad enough, it can do permanent lung damage. Triple B Haunted Basement, what's up, man?
Well, that's what they always worry about too.
Is that what he said? Yeah. Hey, Leonard, what's going on, man? But yeah, if John, I don't know if he's watching or not, but if you are, buddy, and I am going to try to text him after the show, just make sure he's doing okay. And, you know, either that or he was just too stunned by all the announcements DC made. I don't know.
I think he just has a new Instagram page for every time he goes to the movies.
Maybe.
That, or he finally went to go see Avatar and he's hiding it from us.
His followers are probably up to 5 million then. If he's got an Instagram page for every time he sees movies. Thank you, Stevie B. Me too, buddy. Hopefully we'll see him soon. Hopefully, fingers crossed for next Monday that he's going to be back. But yeah, we're thinking about him. That's for sure.
I tuned in Monday. I tuned in Monday and I was a little surprised not to see him. I was like, oh
yeah,
man.
He had every intention, and I think he was trying to target today to come back as well. But it just, I don't think he's quite up to speed yet. But
well, I think last week he said he was trying to be back for Wednesday.
Yeah. So I think what he said was, doctor just advised him to just chill, just recover. Because he had back-to-back illnesses like that, and pretty serious ones too. So. And we joke about it all the time, and neither am I, but we're not young men here. So you got to kind of watch, you kind of got to watch that. Triple B, I don't know what you mean by that. Did you say Wednesday? That was a good show. Wednesday, last Wednesday was a lot of fun, but, missed my buddy, John, he's always keeps things interested.
It's always good. Amy popped in. Amy was hanging out for a bit.
Yeah, Amy hung out for a little bit, Triple B. Yeah, it doesn't surprise killing me without John being there.
I'm not too late, am I?
You're not too late. You can drink this one. Amy just walked in, so you can drink if you want. Lyle, what's up, buddy?
I guess I was gonna say I spoke it into existence.
So, all right. So Amy's coming away with our giveaways of the night, and I think we got 5. All right. So we're gonna have to run.
I told everyone we were gonna have giveaways, and I was gonna look like a liar if they weren't here. Oh my god!
So close to $300 in giveaways. We've got 4 Dynamite Virgin Cups and a CCA as well. Thank you, Amy, for bringing those in.
Prices averted.
Yeah, Hugh. When Alex is on, there isn't quite as much football talk because we like the same team. We love the same team. We're both Eagles, Birds. So pretty much, yeah. See, it's so big here that even Amy's like, go Birds. So it'll be go Birds. We could say fly Eagles, fly. A few times, but we're all in the same wagon. So there's not, Robbie. Now that's different. Okay.
I was gonna say football's reserved for Monday because Robbie, we gotta, you gotta let him know. You gotta let him know who's boss with the the Birds. That's why I got the green going on back there too today.
Exactly.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There you go. That's right. I forgot about your light up bookcase. But Mikey Maz, what's happening? Thanks for joining us, man.
Hello.
All right. So we're gonna have a lot to talk about tonight because and Amy, you can jump in any time because I know you got opinions because we were talking about it yesterday. And I said, I was reading it, and I said, DC just had their announcement, and Amy's like, I'm watching the video right now. Okay, so you're gonna have to give me like 10 minutes, and then we can talk. All right. So
needless to hear from James Gunn himself.
Yeah, needless to say, he dropped a few interesting little Easter eggs on us. Not quite the way we thought it was going to go, though. All right. Man, yes, get smart, Conan.
He kind of took he did the Guardians for Marvel, and I feel like he kind of, I'm not a big DC fan, but he kind of kept on with that, like kind of grabbing the things that people aren't, I'm not going to say super knowledgeable on or cared about, but he's going like a very kind of, I guess, obscure way. Like he's just taking random stuff, maybe.
I don't know. I think he probably created more questions than he answered with the press release. Lots to talk about. I'm surprised that, and you mentioned it as well. Peacemaker not on the slate. So I guess that's been kind of pushed back, which I can sort of understand. He wants to do some stuff, but I don't know. But we're gonna get to it. Actually, we kind of put items on there related to DC, the DC announcement. So we got some interesting stuff here. But
I got to bring up that stuff. I don't even remember everything that they talked about.
All right.
I know they had a big list.
All right. Well, you know what? Yeah, Marcus. But yeah, I have an opinion about that as well. But we got a lot to unpack. Dwayne's a pain. I agree. Swamp Thing, I'm excited to see as well. So we have 5. What's that?
That's the one I'm looking forward to most.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that before as well. So we have 5 giveaways tonight. So we have to at least get one every half hour, and 2 in 1.5 hours, right? So let's make up a hashtag. How about that? Hashtag what?
Gun saves DC.
Oh, I like that one. Hashtag Gun saves DC. Can we do that one, JD?
We'll see. We'll see how that turns out.
Make all the Snyder fans angry.
Absolutely.
What?
I got a better one.
Well, we need 5 of them, Nick. So
we need 5 of them?
Well, we have 5 giveaways.
Okay, so
no, you don't need 5. We can just re-roll.
Re-roll that one?
Yeah, on the one hashtag.
Hashtag Gun Saffron Rule.
That's a lot of typing, man.
I don't care.
Everyone likes Gun saves DC, so there you go.
I don't know how to spell saffron, so I'd go with that saves DC.
Look at Amy's smile when I said Amy's the boss. Look at her; she loves it.
All right, so whichever. All right, so what do we want to give
Gun with
first?
2 ends? Gun is with 2 ends, just to let everyone know.
Oh yeah, OBR, yeah.
OBR. And by the way, if you guys haven't, I know I asked this a lot, please hit that thumbs up. It really helps our algorithm. We've got over 30 people watching.
All right.
Great.
So CJ says red pants rule. I like that one as well.
No.
All right. So you know what? I'm gonna call
one of these days. Like you gotta bring it back, Nick. One of these days.
We have so many photos that we may need you to hold the first one up.
Okay.
All right, because it might take JD a minute to find it.
You want to start with the best offer statue? Something people have been asking for a while.
Well, I want to do the first giveaway. Just give everybody time, and then we'll do the drawing before the break because we got 5.
Look at what Marcus wrote. Crisis 8.
All right, there you go. Hold the Mayo. I like that one, Dwayne. All right, you know what? Let's do Dynamite Never Dies #5 by Lucio Pereira. That's our first giveaway.
Oh, that's beautiful.
All right. This one. And if you enter Gun Saves DC, and correct me if I'm wrong, JD, throw up hashtag Gun Saves DC. Just do it once, and once everybody's in, then we'll roll the randomizer with the same hashtag. I got one last question. How many? We've got the 4 Virgin cover giveaways, right? Is that it? No, we have one CCA. So $290 worth of giveaways tonight. You guys want to stick around, one every half hour, but the last half hour we'll do 2. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you got to stick around. Matter of fact, don't do it at the end of each half hour. Mix it up so that everybody has to watch. Hey, listen, we got to get our viewership up. All right. Well, we want to grow the comics market. Well, the first one we're going to wait until right before the break, only to give everybody a chance to get their hashtag Gun Saves DC up there. All right. And just remember, just throw it up one time. Okay, and that will cover it for all 5 drawings. I do want to ask one question. Mm-hmm. I want everybody to pick one thing that was announced yesterday that was their biggest surprise. Mine was Creature Commandos, believe it or not. Well, we're going to be on. All right. How about this? Everybody announced the thing that they announced that was your biggest surprise, and the thing that you thought they would announce that they didn't announce. I was surprised they didn't announce Lobo. So I was surprised about Creature Commandos, and I was surprised that they did not announce Lobo. So Dave Cerrone, Booster Gold was your Dave Cerrone's back. Your favorite, right? Okay, or was it the surprise? So Dwayne DePayne's got lanterns. A lot of Booster Gold fans. So it was interesting. Leonard, what's going on, buddy? Adrian, what's going on, my man? So he announced a lot of stuff, and that's great. I mean, I'm interested to see. Some I'm not too sure about, But again, we have the Authority, Green Lantern. Where Rubenstein, James Gunn really stood behind it. He really said that The Flash is an excellent movie. But then again, in his position, what's he going to say? Well, we're going to release it anyway, even though it sucks. He's not going to say that. I think the big thing for me is how they're going to do the connected universe and the Elseworlds, because. I know I told you. Well, we knew the Batman movie. I know, but they're going to make it like we're like he confirmed that they're definitely going to keep to if someone wants to make a specific Batman movie, they can still make it, right. And we don't have to worry about connecting anything. I always thought that was DC's main thing above Marvel is that they don't have to make a connecting universe if they don't want to. They can make as many different kind of projects as they want, whether it's something PG or something hardcore rated R. Like they have the power to do that. So, right. So keep in mind, everybody, we're going to do the first drawing the last half hour. Make sure you throw up in the chat hashtag Gun Saves DC. All right. Let's see, Dave. You know what I think? I don't know any of the, but I think I want to show Dave Cerrone one thing. Dave, with the announcement of Booster Gold, I was looking through my original art. Just real quick, I actually have a page from the original Booster Gold series by Dan Jurgens. Check it out. Issue 8 from 1986. Oh, I'm sorry, issue 20. I can't count. At least I got the 1986 right. And then I have this series that came out in 2007. By the way, this Friday's show, just one little plug, everything $400 or less. But Amy's got something better. 5-star giveaways, 5 items, $290. So wait, wonder what the is there going to be a movie on that? I didn't know. Movie. I thought that was Booster Gold. No, not Booster Gold. The Wonder Woman one. No, yeah, that is a series. Okay, all right. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. So I mean, he did say, he dropped some real gems there for us. But all right, you know what? Let's get the best offer out there so people have time. So you, somebody mentioned they saw a statue. You are correct. I don't know if it was Preston or who it was. So the first item of the night, it is a best offer item, Jean Grey Black Queen statue, sculpted by Mark Newman, over 13 inches tall. Bowen Designs, I think, was the creator of this. Is that right? And it is a best offer item starting at $120. All right, so that is our best offer of the night. I don't think we have any more because we have way too many giveaways. All right,
quite a few.
So I'm interested to say the one thing I thought was interesting that came, not the main press release. All right, where Rubenstein, you got it, buddy. Was the statement that he made about Henry Cavill.
Man, Preston.
Yep, he's up to 160 already. Because he basically pushed his predecessors under the bus. He basically said they screwed him. There was no confirmation about him being Superman or anything like that, and they just basically screwed him. He straight up said it. I think he said he dropped an F-bomb as well.
Is that wrong?
What's that?
Well, he's not wrong.
No, I don't think he's wrong either. I mean, that I think, yeah, Stevie B, I saw that. He said Batgirl was unreleasable. Okay.
That's a shame to hear, though.
That's crazy.
What's he gonna say? He's the head of it. What's he gonna say?
No matter what he was going to say, that's still a wild thing to say about it. Like a fully finished product, wasn't it? That was done.
I believe it was. All right,
at least
Preston,
for the most part, it was finished.
Yeah, I thought next step was literally like trailer release. Like they were done with it. I thought.
Cold Slither. Hey, buddy, thanks for joining us. Preston is up to 180. So just so you know. All right. But yeah, no, well, Center 24. I understand that, but there had to be some. Henry Cavill had to believe that this was the truth. All right. And he quit Witcher, which probably wasn't his best plan. But again, I feel like he was led to believe that he was going to become Superman. That's what I think. Yeah. And then you drop him at the end credits of Black Adam. Man, that's really, that's really, you're walking away from that feeling like, well, okay, I'm back as Superman kind of thing.
See, that's what I was thinking too. While he probably didn't have like any contract and they probably didn't tell him like, hey, you're going to be back like solidified as Superman. It's the fact that he was probably led to believe that he quit The Witcher, like you said, and then he had that cameo. So in his mind, it's like, well, obviously I'm back. You just threw me in a cameo for a movie. Like, let's get this going.
Right.
And
so that would tend to lead you to believe, oh yeah, I'm going to come back as Superman. Right. So in that sense, I feel like they kind of, I kind of see what Gunn's saying. And then they hired Gunn and Safran, and obviously they're moving in a different direction. Yeah, I don't blame you, Center 24. I did make it to the end, but I was like, and
I haven't watched it yet.
You got to ask yourself how much of that was the Rock's, responsibility as well.
I heard. I don't know how true this is, but I heard he's unbearable to work with. Like he just has this ego trip that he just thinks he is, in control of everything. Like he wanted full control. That's what I kept reading. I don't know how true that is.
That would make sense because we all know, whether it's through the rumor mill or not, he did not want Black Adam facing off with Shazam. So he was trying to create his vision of the universe. And given the success he's had, I guess, that'll kind of make you feel like you can do that kind of thing. But clearly that didn't happen. And I think his influence on Black Adam was a little too much. And that's why it kind of came out the way it did. It's just kind of like we talked about it on Monday with Robbie. It's kind of a hot mess, man. It's just, I don't know. So
this might be a hot take, maybe just my opinion, but I don't think he's nearly as good as an actor as a lot of other people think. I think Batista is probably the best wrestling actor that came out of like all of this. Like every time I see a Rock movie, I just don't think he's that good in the movie. Like if he's the lead, I don't think the movie's that good.
Do you think he basically does the same thing over and over again? Is that what?
Oh yeah, he is absolutely. He's got no range. There's no range with The Rock. He is the same character in borderline every movie that he's in.
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. It's no matter what character he's playing, it's The Rock. Okay. Whether it was Fast and Furious, whether it was
and it's not that I just said he's probably not the best actor. I don't mean that. Like he is a good actor, but he is not nearly as good as people make him out to be. Like he's just that right there.
Yeah, so is Tom Cruise. I would agree with that statement, actually, JD. That's actually very true.
I feel like the difference is Tom Cruise. Yes, he plays like the same character, but he gets those roles, like that specific role as a character. The Rock has a lot of different roles in movies, but he's the same character. I feel like his acting is the same in every movie. If that makes sense.
I would agree with that. And you can tell because Batista has said many times, he's looking for roles that will expand his range. He wants to become an actor,
he's about to be in that new M. Night Shyamalan movie. That looks pretty cool.
I'm already hearing good reviews about it, especially about him.
I saw the trailer. They hold like a family hostage or something and something like that. He's trying to get that range. Whereas I think the difference is Batista wants to be a skilled actor. The Rock wants to be a movie star. And there's a difference, Well,
that's why he started off as a short order cook in Army of the Dead.
Who? Rock?
No, Batista.
Oh, Batista. Well,
did you ever see it?
I did not, but I'm pretty sure. Mikey Maz, what's up, man?
All right. Here we go. I have $1,000 car repair bill tomorrow or Friday, and I'm still buying comics. All right, everybody. We got over 30 people watching, so here's the deal. If we get 30 likes, we're gonna add another. How much is this, Amy? How much is this, Batman?
Another giveaway.
Another giveaway. But we got to get to 30 likes.
Well, we better give the first giveaway away.
Is this the one signed by Jay Lee and Jim Chung? It's usually like $59.99 or $69.99.
So another
MSRP.
Another $60 or $70 book. If we get to 30 likes, let's do it. Cruise did kill it in Tropic Thunder.
Dave Cerrone says Batista said he made do just for Amy.
Well, to continue on Batista, I don't know how real it was, but I saw a thread that I guess he had an interview and he's like, I don't know why people don't ask me for like rom-com movies. I think he said like, I think I'm a good looking guy or something. I guess they just don't want someone like me. But it's like that, talking about everything else that he wants. It's like he does want these different roles in movies. He wants to be known as a good actor, not just like that guy. Because I think he even said that he doesn't want to be known as Drax. Like that's just not what he wants for himself.
Right. But
a lot of actors do that. Like the role that made them famous, like I'm not just that character. And that makes perfect sense.
I agree. But I mean like
to an extent, he really wants to work at his craft. You don't get that impression from The Rock. You know what I mean? Where Rubenstein, he is a little old for rom-coms. But
I didn't know he was in his 50s.
Yeah, for real. But I like the fact that he's looking at all this different range, right? Different types of characters he can play. But all right, we're going to come up on the first break. So, hey, JD, let's go ahead and spin that wheel. First item we're giving away is Dynamite Never Dies, Virgin cover by Lucio Perillo.
That's what it's called. It's Knock at the Cabin.
Knock at the Cabin.
Nice one, Dave.
Speaking of that, there we go.
All right. If you have never actually ordered from us before,
let me turn it around so we know this one's taken.
Please fill out the submission form, even if you don't buy anything, but you win a giveaway, just so we know. We've got to know where to ship it, right? So please do fill out the submission form because Amy will get mad if you don't.
Because sometimes people genuinely just forget to hand something in. And it's like, but where's my stuff? Like, well, I never got your info.
There you go. So there you go. And you will, once you enter hashtag #GunSavesDC one time, you will be in the drawing for every giveaway item, including the one we just had. All right. So keep that in mind. But Triple B. It's Triple B. He just changed its name. I knew it was Triple B. Okay. You have to explain why he changed it to Haunted Basement. I'd like to know. But so I'm kind of,
Not so picky.
I got to tell you, I was not thrilled that Peacemaker is not there, and he's throwing out the Waller thing, and that makes sense. You're not going to be able to do two, and I can sort of see from their perspective, they've got this whole universe developed. That's great. Peacemaker was well received, but he's not going to push it, and it may crisscross with the Waller series. But personally, I think the Waller series is a mistake. DC has proved it time and time again. It's very difficult in the superhero universe to focus on a non-superhero character and try to fill them out. Okay, it usually doesn't work. I just don't think that usually works, and I think that may be a mistake, but we'll see. But that is something that I was a little disappointed at. All right, we got to take our first break, so we're going to go to our first break and stay with us. We'll be back in a couple minutes, and now we got five more. We still got 5 more giveaways.
Yeah, 4.
5 more.
No, 5 now because the added one if you get the 30 likes. All right, so and we're pretty close. All we need is 4. All right, so take us to break, JD. We'll be back in a couple minutes.
Why was Princess Zelda sad after watching a bunch of YouTube videos? She couldn't find a link in the description. We'll stop if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's super easy. Click subscribe and click the bell when you do. And thanks for supporting the EXP.
Did you know that across America there are over 2, maybe even 3 live stream producers who can't even afford Mountain Dew? Take Brian here. Brian has gone 2 weeks without a sip of Red Bull. If it goes on much longer, he may take a shower and get a real job. Situations like this are as tragic as they are preventable. Join the experience on YouTube and gain access to special emojis and members-only streams. For less than a cup of coffee, you can keep socially awkward hermit people working from their parents' basements where they belong. Scan the QR code on the screen to join. You'll be glad you did. You just finished the last episode of your favorite new show, and you just have to talk about it. But all your friends are ghosting you because of that incident last week at the buffet. Oh, you know the one. What you did to that chowder. Ugh. Keeps me up at night. So what do? Join writer Dan Wickline as he breaks down all your favorite pop culture media. Whether it's a review of the latest nerdy TV show or a dive back into the history of your favorite comic characters, Dan's ready to discuss all the hottest topics live. Join the conversation as Dan live streams Tuesday through Thursday at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. The Dan Wickline Show on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales.
Programming on the EXP is made possible by viewers like you, or your local comic shop, or that Kickstarter you backed, or the publisher you like, or comic industry professionals who want to share a message with the world. Really, anyone who wants to advertise with us can. If you're interested in seeing a product you know and love, or are creating, or are publishing, or are involved with, advertised here on The Experience, and having your message shared with our viewers, please reach out by scanning the QR code below or visiting our website and using the contact form.
All right, and we're back. All right, so speaking of the DC announcement that just came out this week, loaded it with DC stuff. All right, so first up, we've got CCA, Supergirl World of Tomorrow, signed by Tom King, who they're basing apparently the movie off of his miniseries, with a cover sketch of Supergirl by Ken Hazer. Sketch at retail of $99.99. And we have the one available for $75. So it is signed by both Tom King and Ken Hazer, and the cover sketch was by Ken Hazer, and obviously they're talking about basing James Gunn's movie on Tom King's miniseries. But what's interesting is that she's going to have a very different take, I guess, than what we've seen before. She's going to be kind of hard-edged, not growing up with a nice middle American family like Superman, watching people die, planet destroyed, that type of thing. So she's going to be edgier. So I'm interested to see what he does with that. I think that is good. And I agree with what somebody said, Sheldon, it was. Yeah, I agree. One part can fail. I'm not feeling the Waller thing so much.
What's the special pricing? Because that only says $99.99, isn't it?
It's 75.
75. Remember, this is 75 special price.
All right. So we have that available for $75 tonight. Obviously. So yeah. So that one I think is going to be great. Waller. Look, if Waller doesn't work, you bring back Peacemaker next year and you're fine. That'll work. So I'm not going to like everything that comes out. I've mentioned that I'm disappointed that Gal Gadot is not coming back as Wonder Woman. I'm interested to see what they do with that, but that should be good. I'm looking forward to it. But
it should be good. I'm excited for it as well. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of the other DC stuff, if we're being honest here. I still haven't seen Black Adam, the new Batman movie. I don't think I've seen the second Wonder Woman, so I'm not really too caught up, but I'm excited to see the new direction. I think that was a big turnoff for me because they didn't really have a direction, and every time they started to get something going, they would reboot. And to me, it just, I don't know, it seemed like a waste of my time because it really wasn't, furthering the story. They weren't really.
Are you using your wife's account because you need to be monitored? That's worse than what
31 likes. We broke 30. The Jay Lee's going to be in the last half hour.
All right. So the Jay Lee and the CCA Clea sketch, Dr. Strange #1 will also be in the last half hour.
Nice.
So yeah, I saw that. I saw that as well. But
let's make more room on the board. The Avengers, the original Avengers. What's that at?
Hold on. Which one are you talking about? The 4-piece?
Yeah, the 4-piece.
All right, so let's throw that up there. We have Avengers Assemble #1, 4 connecting cover sketch of Thor, Iron Man, Hulk, and Captain America by Ken Hazer. Suggested retail of $359.96, and we have this one available for $196.30 for the year that the Avengers first appeared.
So the IP price is $196.30. By the way, this is #1 of 25 connecting covers.
That is correct. It is #1 of 25, and they are connecting covers. And this is the last one we have, actually, for real.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can see, you can always tell Ken Hazer's older work. The signature is thinner, and he dates it.
Captain America is not an original Avenger. He's close enough.
That's not what the movie said.
All right, we need somebody to claim this so we can make more room to show.
So, John, are you on your account now? Because somebody with your last name is kind of uncommon to run into. So, is your wife watching too now?
Look at what Ronald said. Can you pop that up? So
yeah. So all right.
It
so
definitely
this
looks nice.
This is available tonight for $196.30. All right.
Thank you, Daredevil, for creating the Avengers.
Oh, cool. Thanks, John. I thought you was there to make sure you didn't purchase too much like Ron. Oh, man.
Oh, that'd be funny if Ron's wife has to step in and start monitoring what he gets too.
Oh, that'll increase viewership. But maybe not so good for Ron.
Technically decrease it if she's tuning in to monitor him.
Well, I hope that the tasing doesn't interrupt the internet connection for him. So what were you going to say, Nick?
No, Marcus is the man with the knowledge. He is the encyclopedia. He rocks. So Hulk was mind controlled in issue 1 of the Avengers.
There he is.
All right. So I want to move this bottom board. So this is what I'm going to do. If somebody buys this right now, I'm going to drop it to $175 instead of $196. Basically half price. less than half price.
$175.
But somebody pick it up so that we can move some stuff around and have more room. And my wife, oh, yikes! Yeah, you got to be careful there, John.
Big Brother watching doesn't scare me anywhere near how Angry Wife watching does. Too funny. That is too funny. All right, so let's see. Oh, I got something for you, John, I think. Hold on. Oh, no, I don't.
Lobo?
No. Yeah, Lobo. All right, so let's do that one next. Batman Superman number 30, signed with Lobo sketch cover by Ken Hazer. This was not going to make tonight's show, but it came in right as I was doing it. So it's just a retail of $99.99. And we have this one available for $69.99 and signed by Ken Hazer.
I'm actually really surprised to see that they didn't announce Lobo. There was a lot of hype and a lot of rumors floating around about that one.
That was a shocker. Especially after Momoa, got all excited and dropped that info on Instagram. That was shocking. I really thought it would be it would be a movie they're going to do. But
I wouldn't be surprised if it's kind of like Marvel, like, James Gunn kind of announced everything, but there's still blanks to fill in. They still got some more stuff. Can't reveal it all.
This one is $69.99 tonight. All right. All right. So we have some other great DC comics. All right. We got some back issues. We'll do those next. So first up, we got Wonder Woman number 750.
Everybody, real quick, just definitely listen to what Rex is throwing out there for the IP pricing. For some reason, the introductory pricing hasn't made it to the system. Don't know why, but hit that introductory pricing. Listen for it, and JD, please put it up when Rex throws it out there. We got to get that IP pricing up.
All right, so suggested retail of $29.99 and floating out in the wild, as John says, and we have this one available for $19.41. All right, let's see. Oh, that's true, John Spilios. He did only announce half of it, and I did not read that. And weird that they're going to have Momoa doing a lot of animated voices, but I don't know. Hey, Desmond, what's going on, buddy? Desmond. He's done a lot of stuff. You can look him up. He's done a lot of stuff for Dynamite. He's probably one of the best sketch cover artists I've ever seen. So fast, and hopefully, I believe he's going to be on. I want to say the 8th. All right, Preston, you got it, buddy. I want to say the 8th of this month, but I'm not sure. I have to double check. And to watch him work live. So Desmond. We have him here, and lately he's been working on gargoyles for us, I believe. And his art is amazing, but we have him here live. He's been on the show before, and we'll have a separate camera on him. And to watch him work is just amazing. I've never seen anything like it. He doesn't need a reference, nothing. You just get it done. It's phenomenal to watch, man. I mean, when you don't have a talent that somebody else has, it's an amazing thing to see. All right, just to remind everybody, we have 6 giveaways. We just gave away one before the break at the half hour. So all you have to do is throw up hashtag #GunSavesDC, all lowercase. You only have to throw it up once, and you will be eligible for all the drawings for all the giveaways tonight. So in case anybody jumped in late, just throw that up in the chat, and we're going to do the next giveaway soon. Definitely within this half hour. TJ James, what's going on, buddy? Hoping the Swamp Thing horror film works the supernatural DC universe. That'd be cool. And I know, Alec, you're excited about that coming out. I am too.
That's the one I'm looking forward to.
I grew up with as well. So I am very curious to see how that works out. Again, I have all the faith in the world, for James Gunn and his crew. All right. And everything he and Saffron are working on. So, but there are certain things that, that they announced that I wasn't thrilled with, but,
that's how I felt too.
Yeah, but he did address the elephant in the room, though. I thought that was very cool. he said what we've been saying for months upon months upon months is that DC has been a hot mess. He really addressed it. The exact same things we were all saying is that there were so many changes and turns. And as he put it, smile at the executive in charge at that time, and you'll get your direction made. And I think that it's never been more obvious than what happened with The Rock and Black Adam and Cavill in the end credits, and his push to make Cavill the Superman going forward. So again, you only need to enter it once. The hashtag #GunSavesDC. If you didn't enter it correctly, all lowercase makes a difference. If you didn't enter it correctly, we'll let you know, and it will make you eligible for the drawings for all the items tonight. All right. So you do not need to enter it more than once. All right. So let's see.
It's crazy to see how big of a mess DC truly was. Like, when I can't imagine him going in on like his first real day, and it's like, wow, so we're gonna cancel literally all of this, and we're gonna figure out a game plan. That's a lot of work, and it takes a lot of like courage to pretty much just end everything that's going on to just restart it. It's gonna make a lot of people mad, and I mean it did, but it's nice to see a direction.
It's hard. All right, Triple B, you're asking for a Rex cap. All right, buddy, let's do it. Let me throw one more book out there. So a lot of fans want to see Booster Gold. So tonight we have Blue and Gold #2, signed by Dan Jurgens. Suggested retail of $49.99, and we have the one available for $29.99. Lyle, oh man, glad to hear that you're finally home in a balmy 26 degrees Fahrenheit. My friend, if you think 26 is balmy, man, you are really in cold weather. That's crazy. It was like what? It's like in the mid to low 30s today, and I think it's freezing. He's got to come back first, Dave. So again, John, if you're watching, buddy, hope you're doing well, man. And everybody here definitely misses you, and we're hoping you'll be back soon. All right, so Blue and Gold #2, signed by Dan Jurgens, at #6 of 22, and it is available tonight for $29.99. All right, so just keep that in mind. Prices you are seeing up there are suggested retail prices. It's weird. Oh my gosh. Oh man. I don't know, man. It's supposed to be cold in our area for the next few days. So
is it?
Yep.
Well, I guess you're Jersey. A little far, but still close.
No, you're close enough, bro. The weather's gonna be the same for you. Yeah, we share the same broadcast channel, so you're gonna get the same weather. But it's gonna warm up next week. I forget, Wednesday or Thursday. It's gonna be close to 60.
Jesus, man, it's so back and forth with this weather too.
I know, dude. It is completely out of control. All right, let's do a Rex cap real quick, just to keep everybody up. All right, so we just did Blue and Gold #2, signed by Dan Jurgens, suggested retail of $49.99. We have the one available for $29.99. Mikey Mass, oh my gosh, -4. Ooh. He's got you beat by 8, CJ. Yes, it's Sinner 24. Time to bust out the BBQ grill over here in Vegas. Kyle, be happy to hear that. All right, then we did Supergirl World of Tomorrow, signed by Tom King, with cover sketch of Supergirl by Ken Hazer. And very excited about the movie. I think that's a character that's just, they couldn't find a way to make it work, and taking a dark edge to her, which kind of makes sense given, the history, the storyline for her and the origins. That seems to make sense. A kind of sense, and it'll, I don't know, kind of push some new blood into that. Lyle, -4 t-shirt weather for you, maybe. All right, John, that doesn't make anybody happy that you're living in 82 degrees, bro. I'm just saying. All right.
I still like the cold. I don't know. I like it.
I don't like the cold. I don't like the hot. Personally, I would like it to be 64 degrees, partly sunny every day. That's perfect.
I ain't bad at all.
So then we did Batman Superman #30, signed with Lobo sketch cover by Ken Hazer. Suggested retail of $99.99. And we have the one available for $69.99. Bedfather One, hey, thanks for joining us, man. All right, so then let's see. We did Ed Weird, you've got to, man, if you're willing to put up with that cold. All right, then next up we had Avengers Assemble #1, 4 connecting sketch cover set of Thor, Iron Man, Hulk, and Captain America by Ken Hazer. Suggested retail of $359.96, and you're going to get all 4 books for $175. Then we had Jean Grey, Black Queen statue sculpted by Mark Newman, over 13 inches tall, by Bowen Designs, and floating around in the wild for $400. It is a best offer item, and currently Preston is in the lead at $180. All right, so then, oh, that's it. There we go. Let me see here. Let's throw another book out there. Let's do, you know what? We have a lot of CCA stuff. Let's do a CCA. Okay, here we go. We got Batman Little Gotham #4, signed with Baby Dual-Ident sketch, cover sketch. Signed, also signed by Ken Hazer, and also done by Ken Hazer. Love this one. This one suggested retail of $89.99. We're going to do it as a 5-star at $50 book. That's so cool, Ron. Yeah, I think that, but this one is definitely the last one. Dave, we do not tonight, man. But that's an interesting question. That's a Nick project, actually, to see if she would do any CCAs for us. We'll see. So that is also available tonight.
I like that cover.
All right. You know what, JD? Let's do our second giveaway of the night. Let's do, what do we do first? Let's do Vampirella Mind Warp #1, incentive virgin cover by Jonathan Case, 1:40 ratio. And that's going to be our next giveaway. All right. So before you spin that wheel, just want to remind everybody, throw up hashtag GunSavesDC, all lowercase. Only do it once. Okay. And that will automatically enter you into every giveaway that we're going to have tonight. And we got plenty, that's for sure. All right, go ahead, JD. Spin that wheel, brother. All right, let's see here. Dave Cerrone.
Ain't got it.
I can't see who it is, buddy. Because we've got.
If I had to take a guess, it's Dwayne Zapane.
Dwayne Zapane. There you go. Congratulations, Dwayne. Yeah, I mean, the one thing I liked about his announcement was especially his comments about where DC was and the vision that he hopes to take. And I got to admit, he was honest, very honest about that, and that was cool. He described it as we've described it. It's like too many cooks in the kitchen, whatever you want to call it, but it became this really hot mess, and changing directions and changing executives, and the whole thing kept shifting. Yeah. So there was no direction, and you take one direction, and then you had all these directors and producers who wanted to push it in a certain direction, and they couldn't, because you're dealing with somebody, let's say on an executive level, they're buying into your vision, and then they're gone. And then all of a sudden, the new person comes in. I'm not seeing it, and it was just impossible to do it. And he called it out. He said you had a Josh Whedon, universe, which then you had the Zack Snyder universe, which became a Josh Whedon universe, which then became back to a Zack Snyder universe. So and you've heard me mention it a million times. I like the second Suicide Squad. Why are you remaking a failure? It doesn't make any difference.
I still haven't even seen that one either.
That one's actually pretty good because it leads into Peacemaker, obviously. But
I did hear that one's better than the first one. The first one was terrible.
Yeah, the first one was really bad. I mean, so again, you're changing speed, you're changing direction, you change Jokers, whatever camp you were in. Okay, Jared Leto, whether you were a fan of his Joker, you weren't. It's Joaquin Phoenix, again, that's an Elseworlds type of thing, right? but they kept moving it around. It was just so it confused everybody. There was no way to build on it. And I think something James Gunn said that really kind of described it was he was saying that it was hard that it seemed like with the chaos that was there at DC, they wanted to reproduce the MCU success, but they wanted a shortcut to it. So everybody was looking for the big home run. Well, you know what? You need a lot of singles and doubles and everything else before to win the game.
I mean, that's what we always talked about too. Like we've literally talked about that over the last year and a half, however long we've been doing this stream. That's all we've talked about. Like, you see Marvel, they've built up to this. They created these characters, they gave them the backstories, they established them. And now all of a sudden we've got Infinity War and Endgame. Like all these years, it's been built to this moment. And, even the Avengers, they did all of the characters and then they had the little end credit scenes that brought them together. And then all of a sudden, DC, it's like, yeah, we're going to do the Justice League. It's like, why? That doesn't even make sense. Stevie
B, have a good dinner, buddy.
See you, bud.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. And another thing that I mentioned was that Marvel had the ability to do it first, and there was really nobody biting at their heels. So Kevin Feige was able to build it over time. Now, one of the things I said after Gunn and Safran took over was I thought that it's going to be different than what Marvel went through because they started fresh. Iron Man came out, not what anybody would think would be the main character you would start the universe with, but they did. It worked. But there wasn't anything really competing with it. You know what I mean? Now DC tried to do it, but you already have all this baggage you're carrying into it. Okay,
that's all people keep thinking.
I don't know.
All they keep thinking about is all the failed movies after, one after the other. It's like it doesn't lead to anything. It's just like some solo random DC movie now or another failed project that they abandoned. So it's like, what real faith do you have in them moving forward? You can't expect good things at this point. It's been years of, I hate to call it all failures, but I mean, box office wise, fan wise, I mean, it really hasn't been that good in comparison. So I guess, in DC's vision, it probably is a failure. That's why they've restarted everything yet again. But I like JD's take on that. His prediction. I don't know. I feel like I'm in agreement with that. First big Gunn Safran movie doesn't break records. Whole slate gets thrown out. I don't
think so.
I don't know about the whole slate, but I can totally see if the first movie is a flop or it's just everyone's like, oh, this is terrible. I could see them redoing it all again. I just honestly could.
I don't think so. I think at this point, if you're going to hire Gunn and Safran, and the comments that obviously Gunn put out there, at a certain point, that hasn't worked for you. For years and years, that method has not worked. So even if the first movie is a flop, you kind of have to grin and bear it. You got to give them enough time to make it happen. So I don't think, and I'm not privy to their contract or whatever, but I got to imagine that Gunn and Safran came into this with the thought that, look, if you really want to make this work, you can't, judge us on one movie. You got to give us enough time to build it out. Okay. And maybe not every movie is a success. And you can go back and say every movie may not be a success because you guys really screwed it up. You really muddied the waters with all the nonsense over the years. So I've got to pull that back out. And from James Gunn's standpoint, I got to pull that back out and try to make this work for you. And you've got to give me enough time to do it. Otherwise, there's no point in doing that. Me coming on board. It's not like Gunn needs the money or anything like that. So yeah. So my impression is that they wouldn't just pull it. So even if it's good, if it's not okay. So all right, I see what JD's saying. I don't think so. I think even DC kind of realizes that what they've done, the constant change, the hard turns, even not Safran, Zaslav, it was just, if nothing else, before he hired Gunn and Safran, he was making a lot of statements, which I thought was a bad idea. But the one thing those statements say about DC's direction is he understands that they need to do something. Okay, they have this IP. They need to make something happen, and that I think is the problem. So, but we'll see. We shall see. All right, before we go to break, I'm going to throw another book out there. Let's see. What should we do? Here we go. Let's do, oh, this is a nice one. This is also a back issue, Dark Knight's Metal #5, Capullo Planet Comic-Con Kansas City variant with a wraparound cover. Floating around in the wild for $12.99 is what I see. We have this one available for $10. I don't like comics. Thanks for joining us, man. Hey, Danilo. Oh, okay. Hey, buddy. No problem, my friend. We were worried about you, actually. I'm glad you're back. We were a little
has
bit
been a while.
Yeah, we weren't sure. I know Amy's tried to reach out to you. Danilo, do us a favor. Just shoot us an email. Just, whenever you can. And we got it here for you. It's all boxed up, ready to go.
Did Gunn make Suicide Squad?
The second one.
Okay.
And then Peacemaker.
But the Suicide Squad #2 is deemed the good one, and everybody seemed to have loved Peacemaker. I have yet to see it, but everyone seemed to have loved it.
I don't know if I think I would disagree with Sinner 24. I like the second one. I thought it was a bad idea to take a failed movie and then make another one again.
It's different actors and actresses too, isn't it?
Yes, they recast it. Will Smith was in the first one.
Yes.
What's his face was in the second one. Oh shoot. There's talk about him being James Bond. I can't remember his name for the life of me. But yeah, so it should be interesting. It should be interesting. I mean, I'm excited to see what he does. All right, so it's time for our second break. When we get back, we'll get to a few more books. We'll keep talking about the DC announcements. With Rubenstein, I didn't like it, man. Same Margot Robbie though. That's right. They were smart about that. Don't take Margot Robbie out of it. Stay with us. We'll be back in a second.
Join the party. Head over to our Linktree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time. What if Hans Gruber from Die Hard had to battle the Joker from Batman the Animated Series in a dance battle? Or who would win in a race between Baby from Baby Driver and Snidely Whiplash? If Austin Powers and Shrek found themselves in a hot dog eating contest, who would emerge victorious? These are the questions we talk about on Nerd Killer Warfare. Debate the most absurd questions you've ever heard in popular culture. Register now by scanning the QR code or visiting bit.ly/EXP casting.
To be continued. 3 little words that hold the secret to the next great story. 3 words that will thrill you, confound you, give life to new possibilities. Every variation of To Be Continued is a promise of adventure, a promise of excitement, a promise of unseen wonders and unexplored worlds. A promise that every issue you read makes you a part of a never-ending journey. And behind every page, there will be an unopened door waiting for you. This story to be continued at your local comic book shop today. Visit comicshoplocator.com today.
All right, and we're back. All right, let's get to some books because, man, I loaded it up tonight, right? With all the DC news, threw some DC, threw a whole bunch of cover sketches on there. All right, so let's go with another back issue. Okay, so we got DK3, The Master Race, Book 1, Midtown Comics exclusive cover. Now, this is what's interesting. When I was putting this in the system, I didn't realize that until I opened it up. It comes with, I believe, a Wonder Woman ash can. I think it's Wonder Woman. I'm not entirely sure. But it is a Midtown Comics exclusive, and we have the one available for $10. All right. So then we have, so this one is available for $10. In the interior is a Wonder Woman ash can as well. I didn't realize that. It's a good thing I opened it up. TJ James, I don't know, buddy.
Gonna have to ask her.
You'll have to ask her yourself, my friend. All right. So next up, we've got Secret Warriors number 25, signed by Jonathan Hickman. And we have one available, number 4, of only 25 signed, for $29.99. All right. So, any Star Wars fans out there? We got a nice Star Wars one. All right. So we've got Star Wars number 108, signed in silver by Walt Simonson. In silver, I believe. And it is suggested retail of $69.99, and is one of our 5-star and $50 books. All right, since we're having a technical glitch, we're going to do a few more Rex caps than we normally do. I know Preston loves it. Lyle Austin, I love this site, so much info, great guests and awesome people. Thank you, Lyle. I appreciate that. I know Alec does. We all do here, Amy, Nick. We appreciate you guys watching and spending time with us. We know everybody has stuff to do. I enjoy doing it. Best part of my day. Love hanging out with Alec and Robbie.
That's a lot of fun.
Absolutely. And hopefully everybody gets a chance to pick up some great stuff. All right. So we're going to do, let me get another book off this, and then let's do, let me see. Oh, you know what? Let's do a Dynamite book. All right, here we go. So we have Immortal Red Sonja number 10, Virgin incentive cover by Jonathan Lau. It is a 1 in 30. It is a 1 in 30 ratio. Suggested retail of $50, and we have the one available for $29.99. Hold on, Ron. We'll throw that back up for you, buddy. All right. So this is limited edition incentive cover. Red Sonja. I'm sorry. Yeah. Did I say Red Sonja? Hold on. Where am I? Yeah. Immortal Red Sonja number 10. Incentive cover by Jonathan Lau. 130. All right, here we go. Let's throw up Star Wars number 108 again, if you don't mind, JD. Signed in silver by the legendary Walt Simonson. Love his signature. Thomas, no, you didn't, because I'm going to do a Rex cap in a second.
I was going to say you're in luck, Thomas.
Yes, sir, you are. Number 4 of only 77 signed. And we have it available. It is one of our 5-star and $50 books. All right. So here we go. Buckle up. It's time for the Rex cap. Oh, you know what? Let me throw this out there as well. I know we have some new viewers. As a thank you to our viewers for spending time and joining our show, every show we have the Dynamite 10-pack reader set. Yeah, look at that. JD already anticipated me. 10 random.
That's pretty good.
Guaranteed cover price of $3.99 or higher. So roughly $40 suggested retail or higher. And if you buy more than one, we will try not to duplicate. You're going to get some great titles. Sometimes we'll throw in incentives, whatever. I know a lot of our viewers have picked them up before. So, let them know if you were happy with picking up the 10-pack. I know we have regulars. All right. So that's there too. All right. So the Dynamite 10-pack. So here we go. Rex cap. Dark Knight's Metal, number 5, Capullo Planet Comic-Con, Kansas City variant wrap around cover.
It's a really good read, too. The Dark Knight's Metal stuff.
And we have the one available for $10. Then we had DK3, The Master Race, Book 1, Midtown Comics exclusive cover, with a Wonder Woman ash can in the interior. And we have this one available for $10. Then we did Secret Warriors number 25, signed by Jonathan Hickman. Suggested retail of $29.99, and we have one available, number 4 of only 25 signed. Hickman's signature is impossible. If you were to send away and get a signature, it costs you a heck of a lot more than $29.99, and that doesn't include shipping and getting it back.
Yeah.
And then we had, because everybody's excited about the Booster Gold movie, Blue and Gold number 2, signed by Dan Jurgens. Number 6 of only 22 signed. We have one available. Suggested retail $49.99. We have one available for $29.99. Then we did Star Wars number 108, signed in silver by Walt Simonson. Suggested retail of $69.99, and it is one of our 5-star at $50 book. Secret Warriors is $29.99, Triple B. So let me know if you want that one, buddy. Then we did Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, signed by Tom King with cover sketch of Supergirl by Ken Hazer. Very excited about that movie coming out. Suggested retail of $99.99. And we have the one available for $75. Then we did Batman Little Gotham number 4, signed with Baby Duella Dead cover sketch by Ken Hazer. Suggested retail of $89.99. We have it is one of our 5-star $50 books. God, I love his work. Then we did Batman Superman number 30, signed with Lobo sketch cover by Ken Hazer. Suggested retail of $99.99. This one is literally hot off the press.
I don't even know which one I like more. I think that's tough. The Lobo one's really well done, but that other one, I like the other one, I think, more.
Suggested retail of $99.99. We have the one available for $69.99. All right, Ron, you got it, buddy. All right, so then, let's see, where did I leave off? Okay, so then we have Avengers Assemble, number 1, 4 issues, 4 connecting sketch covers of Thor, Iron Man, Hulk, and Captain America by Ken Hazer. Suggested retail of $359.96. We did have it at $196.30. Nick came in and did his veggie special, and it is now $175. All right. Then we did Jean Grey, Black Queen statue sculpted by Mark Newman, over 13 inches tall, by Bowen Designs. Seen it floating around in the wild for $400. It is a best offer item, and currently Preston is in the lead at $180. Then we did Immortal Red Sonja number 10, Virgin incentive cover by Jonathan Lau, 1:30 ratio. Suggested retail of $50, and we have one available for $29.99. All right, and that does it. That is the Rex Cap. And we have another giveaway for anybody that may have joined us a little bit later. Throw up hashtag GunSavesDC, all lowercase. Just throw it up in the chat one time, and you will automatically be entered in the drawing for all the drawings we're going to have tonight. I think we have, what do we give away, 2? So we have 4 left.
Nice.
All right. So got Ron already, buddy. Thank you, though, for throwing that up there. Yeah, so, you know, I'm still very optimistic, okay, about what James
for
going to
DC.
do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm very optimistic because I like his stuff, like his work. Marcus, gun safety. And everything he's done has been done well. There are going to be critics. There has to be critics because, unfortunately, it's more than that. It's been beaten up. It's been this disorganized mess, and nothing they've done before Gunn got there has helped. You know, now some things are outside of their control. You know, like the whole Ezra Miller thing, and Zachary Levi now is getting a little controversial. You can't control those things. You can't control those aspects. but he wants to try to reset, reboot, and bring kind of a cohesiveness to the universe. You can't fault him for that. I mean, we want to see the movies. I do anyway, and I know Amy certainly does. And I think most of the viewers, most of the people in this group will want to see it as well. But we're going to have a lot to say, and rightfully so, because before Gunn's arrival, you guys, it looked like a 12-year-old's room. It was just a hot mess. You can't find anything. There are no matching pairs of socks, kind of attitude.
Well, that's pretty much all it was just people creating movies. They're creating superhero movies. They're not, and I mean, if Marvel didn't do what they did by creating like an entire years worth of a timeline, then DC probably would have had a little bit more success, to be honest. If Marvel continued with say a couple movies of Thor, Iron Man, Spider-Man, stuff like that, it probably would have worked out better for them. But the fact that they really created well, this leads to this, now you got to watch all of phase 1 to catch phase 2. They really created an entire viewing experience, and DC just didn't keep up with the times. They just didn't go that route. They said, no, we're just going to pump these out.
Yeah, well, I think that and of course I don't know, but what I think is that we really didn't know. We kind of thought, Jeff Saltzman, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for joining us. Buddy. I think that okay, when you look at it, Iron Man came out, and then Marvel was releasing movies, Captain America, whatever. I don't think DC knew what was going on, what the plan was. I don't think any of us did. Feige's sitting there and he has a plan, but none of us were really privy to it. And slowly, it began to reveal itself. And by the time that whomever at the time at DC said, "Oh crap, look what he's doing. Why are we doing that? We should have been doing that." Yeah. And then, of course, because of all of the changing executives, the different directors, there was no Kevin Feige and no one guiding force. And so you have all these offshoots. Now you're trying to take mismatched parts and put them together. Mikey Maz, I love that. That's exactly right.
DC panicked.
And once they panicked, they're throwing everything against the wall to see what's going to stick. And we all know that old adage.
Which is what we were talking about earlier with Justice League. You had Batman, and you were coming out with Aquaman at the time, and there was a Wonder Woman movie, but there was no all right, we're going to bring these guys together and we're going to create the Justice League. It's all of a sudden just put it out there, just put the movie out there. They got the Avengers now. We need to fight that. We need our own.
And that's where probably Justice League came around, right?
Yeah.
But then they can't get out of their own way. They have a fight with Zack Snyder. He's replaced by Josh Whedon, and then Whedon does all kinds of. I don't know. I'm not a big Whedon fan. I'm just not.
Well, I mean, I guess look at even Batman. I mean, look how many Batman we have. The amount of different actors. You can't even at this point just pinpoint all right, DC Batman. Who is DC's Batman? At least with Spider-Man, you can say, oh well, Tobey Maguire's the OG. That's who we grew up with. But then the people who are a little bit younger, they love Andrew Garfield. And now modern day, Spider-Man is just Tom Holland. But then it's for Batman, you got Robert Pattinson for a movie. You got Ben Affleck for a movie, maybe 2 movies. I don't remember. But then Christian Bale, Michael Keaton, there's a massive list of Batman over the years.
And Tom Bishop said something. The first Wonder Woman film is the only thing they did really well, and did well. And I agree with
good. That was actually really good.
Like the second one as well. But the problem was the second one and the first one didn't really connect. Okay, and the whole Steve Rogers thing, that was cute, but how does that connect beyond that particular movie? Right. That was the problem. No, we will not talk about Val Kilmer, Mikey Maz. You're absolutely right, my friend. Nor will we talk about George Clooney. Okay. I like.
Oh my God. I actually forgot about that.
Yeah. Right. I'm sure.
I had
George trying to forget about it as well.
No, the Val Kilmer. I actually had to look that up. I was like, Val Kilmer. That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dwayne's a pain. Shazam, I totally enjoyed. Okay. It held true to the comic, and I think that could have kind of pushed them over.
The Val Kilmer one wasn't bad.
Oh, it was bad.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, yeah, it was bad.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't good.
No, Batman and Robin was bad.
That was bad
The
too.
Val Kilmer one was kind of passable.
Holy metal, Batman.
Kind of passable.
The metal. It's
Well,
holy.
who was the Batman with Mr. Freeze and Arnold Schwarzenegger? Who was that? Which Batman was that?
That was Val Kilmer? No,
Wait, actually, that was Batman and Robin.
Yeah. Then again, there are some people that think The Godfather 3 isn't bad, so I should shut my mouth.
Wait, think.
Godfather 3 isn't that bad.
I enjoyed it. I mean, it was.
Oh boy, here we go.
It was the weakest of the three, obviously.
Wow,
Okay.
I grew up watching that movie, The Batman and Robin. It got horrible reviews.
Oh, yeah. Well, the Batman's just they figured.
I thought it was about to say I grew up watching Godfather 3.
No. Did you just meet him? No. The problem was they figured they can. I like Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey. I thought they were good, but
oh no, they were over the top.
Well, they were trying to get that kind of campy feel from the 66, but I think they got to a point where they just thought
we have any Batmans for sale, by the way.
We always have Batmans for sale. We have the Dark Knight's Metal. Let's see. Let me think. No, that's a Superman one. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Well, now that's Joker.
All right, what did we do?
I had to relook that up.
What did we have? We had this at 50,
which I can't see what you're holding. Yeah, that is at 50.
Let's make it $39 for 1939.
All right, so that is now $39.
And how much do we have this at? Yeah, look at Ronald. He's saying, let's move some books.
Can you turn it around so I can see?
There you go, the Joker.
That one was also 5-star at 50.
Let's make this one $41 for the year the Joker first appeared.
All right, and that is Batman Who Gotham #4 signed with Joker cover sketch by Ken Hazer.
All right. What
else you got?
Yeah, really.
Lars, man, what's up, man?
I'm finally eating some pizza. Lars, man, you missed some really sweet Spider-Man stuff the other night, but I'm glad you're here tonight.
Nice to have you back, buddy.
All right, so $90 MSRP, $39. $90 MSRP, $41. Somebody should buy both for $80. It's funny how that works.
Both for $80. All right.
What else did we show? What else did we show?
So,
all right, we already lowered the Avengers to $175.
All right, so I'm gonna.
Oh, Lars, man, here you go.
Oh yeah. Wait.
I love my cousin first.
Yeah,
that is honestly the worst thing in that movie. That is really the worst thing.
All right, so this one is X-Men #1 signed with wraparound cover sketch of Spidey and Daredevil by Ken Hazer. Suggested retail of $199.99, and we
forgot the one that says $99.99. It's supposed to be $199.99, but go ahead.
But we have it for $75.
You know what? Let's make it $64 for 1964.
All right, so that's been lowered to $64. So,
all right, creepy little kid.
Little kid.
Kid Joker.
You're kidding. You're killing me.
I like that cover.
What, Kid Joker?
Yeah, the blank sketch cover.
Yeah, that is really cool.
The creepy little kid.
So this went from $199.99 to $64 the year
that's great.
Daredevil first appeared.
So, and that is a wraparound cover. So front and back. How does he do that, man? It's just amazing.
Easily, he has talent.
So
if I tried to do it, it would be terrible.
I forget, but why?
You know what I would do if I was drawing that? I would say they were fighting in the dark and throw a lot of light down.
Well, the group wants to see. I have to send some blanks to Robbie. They want to see him do one, so you might as well do one as well.
No,
you just volunteered to do one.
No, I said what I would do was it would be all black ink, and that I would be throwing it on and say they're fighting in the dark.
Well, you could probably borrow Mariano's colored pencils. I bet you look great if you wore the red pants.
How much was the Dark Knight's Metal?
Dark Knight's Metal was $10.
Let's make it $7.
All right, so that's down to $7. I'm gonna have to do a Rex cap now.
I know. Let's do the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow for $59 instead of $75.
All right, so that's all right. So Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, signed by Tom King, is now $59. And weird, Nick could draw a pair of red pants. How funny would that be, actually?
That actually would be fun.
That should be a best offer item. Very excited about this one. All right, Mikey Maz, you got it, buddy. All right, so Mikey Maz, just make sure that you fill out the submission form. This way we have this way we have your ship to address and all that information. I know on Monday we were having some problems with it. If you find that you have problems with it, as always, everybody, you can always email me at rex.wang@dynamite.com. Okay, if you're having any problems. All right, but this way, Mikey Maz, we can invoice you, and then we have a ship to address as well. All right. So just fill out submission form or send us an email. All right, cool. Thank you, Mikey, and thanks for picking that up. You got a great deal. All right, so I lost my train of thought. Where were we?
We're talking about a whole bunch of stuff, but I did want to remind you, because we were talking about it last Wednesday. I ended up watching that Megan movie over the weekend. I saw it pop up, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is literally the movie." It was pretty good. I liked it a lot.
See, I have not seen it yet. I've heard that it's pretty good. Even for kids. You would recommend it for kids?
No, not particularly. It's not.
That's interesting.
Well,
because some of my the girls on my daughter's softball team have watched it. Mind you, they're 12.
Well, it's not. It's deemed like a horror movie, but I guess like thinking about it, it really wasn't bad. Like it wasn't Chucky by any means or anything like that.
Right.
I don't think there was like any gore in it. I don't think there was anything bad. It was just like a kind of a creepier movie. So I guess thinking about it, you probably could watch like someone younger could.
That Megan does that's been like a big hit. All right, Dwayne Payne says he took his 12-year-old niece. She liked it, but it is into horror movies. Okay.
Yes, I guess thinking about it, it really wasn't that bad.
Time out. We got to do another giveaway. I just realized that, man. We have so many giveaways. If I don't get them moving, we're going to be in big trouble. All right, so next giveaway, let's do Red Sonja number 9, Virgin cover by Amanda Connor. All right. There you go. So that is the next giveaway. All right, let's go ahead and spin that wheel. Hey, Daniel, I'll have Amy take a quick look to see if that came through, buddy. All right, Dwayne's a pain. Oh, no, sorry. You can't do that to me, JD. I thought it was like, what? All right, Joel, congratulations, buddy. All right.
Can you let Daniela, it came through, the payment came through?
All right, Daniel. Well, you can just tell him yourself. He's watching. Daniela, it came through, buddy.
It's all good.
Thank you, bud. So we'll get that out the door to you ASAP. Hey, Kenneth Bird. Yep. So yeah, I gotta watch it. I mean, because all the girls on my daughter's softball team. Well, not all of them, but
it's worth it.
They're telling me to watch it, so I'm gonna try to watch. It's so many things I need to watch, dude. I am so far behind. But congratulations to Joel on that, buddy. But yeah. So what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Shazam was really entertaining, but again, it doesn't link to anything.
All right, so real quick, we sold this.
Dark Knight's Metal.
We gave away the Red Sonja.
Right. Wonder Woman 750 is also gone.
Wonder Woman 750.
Star Wars 108 is
gone. Star Wars is gone too. Did
the
booster
number 4 with the creepy kid?
I took that off.
Okay.
Was Booster Gold buy it now, or was that an auction book? I can't remember.
So what's left? Two Vampirellas and the Batman, or did one of the Vampirellas?
No. Dynamite Never Dies number 5 by Lucio Perillo is gone.
I don't see that here. I think Amy might have taken that down already.
It might be sandwiched. We had so many books, it might be sandwiched behind something.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
That was a giveaway. Never mind.
Hey, congratulations, Werpenstein. That's great. A David Lapham Batman.
Nice, dude. Congratulations, buddy. Triple B is asking AR, where did you watch it?
A website that isn't particularly allowed.
Moving on.
No further comment necessary.
Did you say we sold the Wonder Woman? The Wonder Woman?
750, yes, the Derek Chu variant cover.
Okay, that's gone. I'm surprised the Lobo didn't sell.
So the Blue and Gold number 2 signed by Dan Jurgens. I don't think anybody I don't think anybody picked it up. Is that the one you're talking about, Alec?
Yeah,
huh?
I couldn't remember if that was an auction book or a buy it now.
Oh, it's a buy it now.
Somebody wanted to about the Secret Warriors number only 25, $29.99.
Yeah, somebody asked about that one earlier.
Yeah, I think it was.
I'm trying to go back.
Might have been Stevie B.
Might have been Stevie B.
That was a little whiles ago.
And that is $29.99.
Amy, are both of these were either of these Vampirellas given away? Don't try and sell my giveaway.
I'm sorry.
Those two Vampirellas, is one of them for sale and one of them a giveaway?
No, they're both giveaways.
Did we give either of them
Vampirella Mind Warp number 1 by Jonathan Case was won by Dwayne.
Which one? Which one is the one that was given away? I'm trying to clear the board.
The Jonathan Case one, right?
Yeah,
correct. The one with like the British flag in the background is still up for giveaway.
Oh, that's still up? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're making
and the Doctor Strange. Those are the only ones that are still left.
All right. Also, and the Batman.
Right. The Batman.
Sweet.
That's Jay Lee, right?
Yeah, the Batman Jay Lee
giveaway.
How did nobody buy the Avengers Assemble?
I don't know.
All right, guys. Last chance. I'm going to drop it to 160 so we can make room. Either somebody buys it by the time we get back from the break, or we're putting it on eBay. And that's something I don't normally say.
All right. So before we go to break, Avengers Assemble number 1, 4 connecting sketch cover set, Thor, Iron Man, Hulk, and Captain America. Buy the legendary Ken Hazer.
So somebody's saying AIN got the Vampirella Mind Warp.
AIN. Both
the 160 guys, last chance to get this.
No, Vampirella Mind Warp. We have 2 versions, one by Rebecca Puebla and one by Jonathan Case.
Okay.
They're both giveaways. But we haven't run the one by Rebecca Puebla.
Right, because we have 6 giveaways. Right. Got it. Okay.
Right.
So, congrats, Warpenstein. That's a great page to have gotten.
Ronald goes, I'm thinking about spinning the wheel of death and bid on the statue with my wife looking at me. That's a good time to take a break. If we don't see Ron, sign a life. When we come back from the break, please throw something up on the chat.
That's a phrase you haven't used in a while.
What?
Give us a sign of life.
Yeah, sign of life, dude. Yeah. Otherwise, we don't know what happened, right? Maybe his wife shocked him one too many times. So stay with us. We'll be back in a couple minutes.
Why was Princess Zelda sad after watching a bunch of YouTube videos? She couldn't find the link in the description. We'll stop if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's super easy. Click subscribe and click the bell when you do. And thanks for supporting the EXP.
Did you know that across America there are over 2, maybe even 3 live stream producers who can't even afford Mountain Dew? Take Brian here. Brian has gone 2 weeks without a sip of Red Bull. If it goes on much longer, he may take a shower and get a real job. Situations like this are as tragic as they are preventable. Join the experience on YouTube and gain access to special emojis and members-only streams. For less than a cup of coffee, you can keep socially awkward hermit people working from their parents' basements where they belong. Scan the QR code on the screen to join. You'll be glad you did. This is The Experience.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hey there, hi there, hello there. You're as welcome as can be.
Hi, I'm Nancy McCann. Welcome to Friday Night Live on The Experience.
Welcome, everybody. It's Fat Jack's Comic Crypt. Brendan, Al, Jason, hanging out.
There I am. Welcome back to Kicking It with Henry, folks. I am your host, Henry Copeland. It's great to be here with you guys.
So we are going to talk about books that are in stores this week.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Mishmash.
Hello, and welcome to the Black Comics Universe, presented by Peep Game Comics.
And you gotta love it that the first people in the minute to skim it are creators.
Up, everybody! Welcome to another Wednesday Warriors. My name is Joey Galvez, and this is my pal Ambrosia.
Hey, everybody! Welcome to Space Cadet.
Hey!
What's up?
Welcome, everyone, for another episode of I Must Ask You a Question.
Hi, everybody! Welcome to Nerd News Now.
Hey, this is Rex. Welcome to Comic Collectables.
Hey, hello, all you happy people. Welcome to the Dan Wickline Show.
Hi, everybody, and welcome. This is the crazy show that we do on Thursdays called What's in the Box? What's in the Box?
Comic culture and sales.
Hi, I'm Ryan Brown. I am the co-creator of 8 Billion Genies and Curse Words, and I'm the sole creator of God Hates Astronauts. And yeah, you're watching us on The Experience.
All right, and we're back. All right, so I'm reading some of these comments in the chats. You guys are totally cracking me up. So Lyle, apparently, I don't know how you're going to sell a trip to the Arctic Circle. I just don't know how you can do that. Okay. Let's see. Preston's got a good solution. Sending his wife out to visit their kids out of state. That frees them up. And Kenneth Byrne, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's not good. I hope everything turns out all right, buddy. Mikey Maz, I like that one. You might be able to sell it that way. Better yet, send her to the North Pole to look for the Fortress of Solitude. Mikey Maz, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. High blood pressure and hypertension. That's not something you want to play with.
No. Definitely try to take a load off and just relax a little bit. Try to de-stress.
I'll be honest. I have hypertension is a congenital thing. All the men on my side of my father's side of the family have dealt with it. Actually, all of them. Even my cousin, who's a woman, she's been dealing with it as well. I take medication for it, but you just gotta try to live a better life. All right, so you know what? Let's go ahead and do another giveaway because I think we have 2 left. All right. So JD, all right. So for everybody that may have just joined us, make sure you put hashtag GunSavesDC, all lowercase, and we will do another drawing because we have 2 more to give away. Oh no, we have 3 more, I think. So we got to get cooking on this. So you know what?
We got a few, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do 2 giveaways back to back. All right. So if you just joined us, make sure you throw up hashtag GunSavesDC, all lowercase, and you will automatically. You only have to enter it once. You will be able to. You will be automatically re-entered into every drawing we have, and we still have 3 more. So the next one we're going to do is Vampirella Mind Warp #1, FOC Incentive Virgin cover by Rebecca Puebla. It is a 1 in 10 ratio, and that is a homage to. Oh gosh, what's wrong with me now? To Austin Powers. Phew. Man, I'm getting old. All right, so JD,
oh man, I didn't even notice that was. That's cool.
Yeah, it's a homage to Austin Powers. All right, so JD, if you would, let's go ahead and spin that wheel. All right, here we go. The wheel is spinning, and it is Carlos Sanchez. Congratulations, buddy.
That's good stuff.
All right. So just Carlos, if you're watching, please click on the submission form so that we have your ship to address so we can send your winnings, buddy. But congratulations. All right. So the next one up, let's do this one as well. Let's do Doctor Strange #1, signed with Clea, sketch by Gordon Purcell. And that is our next giveaway. And let's go ahead and spin that wheel again, JD. All right, here we go. All right, and the winner is Ron. Hey,
cool.
Ron Shepard. That actually is so funny because Ron is a huge collector of CCAs. So you got that one, Ron. You can even you should tell your wife. Okay, maybe I didn't buy these, hon. I've been winning them. I'm just really lucky. Maybe we should go to Atlantic City or something. That's what you should say, Ron. Trust me on this
I
one.
didn't technically pay for it.
Yeah, you did. He didn't, right? So, all right. So we got a few more books here we got to get to, and then we'll do a Rex cap. All right. So this one is Bargain Basement. Hawkeye versus Deadpool, #1, Dynamic Forces exclusive cover, signed by Mike Mayhew. Suggested retail of $39.99. We have this one available for $19.91 for Deadpool's first appearance. All right. Ron, my wife just did a cartwheel. You should have tased her at that moment, dude. All right, Lars, man, you got it, buddy. All right. So then, in honor of James Gunn, I threw this one out there. Guardians of the Galaxy #8, Encore Edition, signed in silver by Donny Cates. Suggested retail of $69.99. And it is #1 of 15.
Nice.
Okay. Ron, at her age, that is a dangerous thing. The cartwheel or tasing her while she's doing the cartwheel. All right. So this one signed in silver, #1 in the edition of only 15 signed by Donny Cates. Tough signature to get, and we have it for $50. All right. Okay. Here's a CCA I absolutely love. Okay. And now Superman movie. That was a surprise. I would not have thought he was going to go in that direction, but
that's just throwing salt on the wound, you know. Everyone wanted Henry Cavill, and they still announced Superman.
Yeah, I know. So this one is Justice League of America #1, signed by Steve Orlando and Ken Hazer, with a Superman cover sketch by Ken Hazer. Suggested retail of $99.99, and we have the one available tonight for $69.99. All right. So, yeah, Ron, that's awesome that you picked that up. Ed Weird says, my mother-in-law really wants to sign up for a free trip to Antarctica. How do I sign her up? I mean, how does she sign up? I think that you should contact our friend Lyle. Okay. Oh my gosh. Too funny. All right. So then we have a couple more books, and then we'll go to the Rex Cap. Purgatory Must Die #2, limited edition virgin cover by Colette Turner and Arif Prianto. Suggested retail of $50, and we have the one available for $40. Yeah, well, Rubenstein, he keeps saying he hasn't cast it yet, but I got to admit what you're saying does have a ring of truth to it. All right, so this beautiful cover. All right, so next up we've got, and this is I think the last book of the night, Vampirella Year 1 #5, incentive virgin cover by Guillaume March. It is a 1:25 ratio, suggested retail of $50. And we have one available for $30. Yeah, I saw that too, JD, that they said they weren't going to do anything until the script, but that could just be a, kind of an undercover thing because of the backlash on on the whole Henry Cavill thing. I don't know.
I wouldn't be
I don't
surprised if they've got someone in mind, or they've at least reached out to someone.
Yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. I would think they would have probably reached out to someone. All right, so let's do our Rex cap here. All right, let me see here. All right, here we go. So, as always, Dynamite 10-pack reader set, 10 random Dynamite titles with a cover price of $3.99 or higher. We have it, as always, for $5, 50 cents a copy. You can't beat that deal. If that's the only thing you purchase tonight, you live within the continental United States, we can send it media mail, which is a much, much cheaper way to ship. Might take a little bit longer, but don't necessarily want you guys to spend $10 or $12 for something you paid $5 for. All right, then next up, we have DK3, the Master Race Book 1 Midtown Comics exclusive cover with Ashcan. And we have that for 10. But you know what? I'm gonna pull a Nick, and we have it at 10. Let's do it for 7, just like he did with the other one. If anybody's interested. This is a deal at 7. All right. So then we did Secret Warriors number 25, signed by Jonathan Hickman. Impossible signature to get, really. And if you mail it in, it's going to cost you a heck of a lot more than $30 when it's all said and done. It is number 4 of only 25 signed. And we have the one available for $29.99. Oh, I left one out. We have another book. Countdown to Infinite Crisis number 1, signed by Michael Baer. Death of Blue Beetle. And we have the one available for $29.99. All right, you got it, Triple B. 10-pack for you. Gotcha, buddy. All right. So then we have Blue and Gold number 2, signed by Dan Jurgens. Everybody very excited about the Booster Gold movie. Suggested retail $49.99. It is number 6 of only 22 signed. And we have the one available for $29.99. Probably one of the cheapest Dan Jurgens signatures we've ever had. Then we had Guardians of the Galaxy. Number 8, Encore Edition, signed in silver by Donnie Cates. Suggested retail of $69.99. It is number 1. The number 1 indie edition of only 15 signed. It is one of our 5-star at $50 books. Yeah, Ron, that got pushed back. I think, Amy, what's the date we have set for Ken Hazer being on the air? Maybe she's not out there. I believe it's the 8th. Don't quote me, though. I know Ken and his wife got sick, so that's why I got pushed back. I thought it was going to be today, but they need to push it until next week.
Man, everyone's getting sick, huh?
Yeah, everybody's getting sick these days. I got sick last Friday. I wasn't able to make Robbie's show. All right. So then we have Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, signed by Tom King, whose miniseries it appears James Gunn's movie is going to be based on, with cover sketch of Supergirl by Ken Hazer. And it is also signed by Ken Hazer. Suggested retail of $99.99. We did offer it for $75, but Nick, with his veggie discount, lowered it to $59.
The veggie discount.
Then we had Justice League of America number 1, signed by Steve Orlando and Ken Hazer, with Superman cover sketch. We suggested retail of $99.99. We have one available for $69.99. And then we had X-Men number 1, signed with wraparound cover sketch of Spidey and Daredevil by Ken Hazer. Suggested retail of $199.99. We had it for $75. Veggie discount. Nick lowered it to $64. Then we had Batman Little Gotham number 4, signed with Joker cover sketch by Ken Hazer. Suggested retail of $89.99. We were going to do it as a 5-star at $50, but veggie discount. And Nick came in and lowered it to $41. and that one's Joker ripping his face off, kind of like the TV series in the comics. Detective 545, we do ship to UK. If you purchase something, whatever you purchase for international shipments, we'll get you exact shipping rates and invoice you with that. All right, because I can guess what continental United States will be. The claimed Star Wars is the Star Wars has already been claimed, Carlos. I'm sorry, buddy. That was already claimed earlier in the show, my friend. Then we did, let me see, Batman Superman number 30, signed with Lobo cover sketch by Ken Hazer. Suggested retail is $99.99, and we have the one available for $69.99. And this one, this one seriously came in the door today, and then I threw it on the show, figuring surprised that nobody's picked it up. But
I'm surprised it's still available. That's a really good one.
And then we had Avengers Assemble number 1, 4 connecting sketch cover set. Okay, so four Avengers Assemble number 1s, and the set is Thor, Iron Man, Hulk, and Captain America by, of course, Ken Hazer. It's just a retail $359.96, and we're going to do it at $196.30. Nick lowered it to $175, and then lowered it again to $160. All right. Oh, Secret Warriors. Gotcha, Carlos. I'm sorry, buddy.
Heck of a deal for that one too. $160.
Carlos Sanchez.
It's $40 a piece, isn't it?
Yeah. Sorry about that. When you said SW, I thought you meant Star Wars. Yeah, this is a dead on bargain.
Yeah, $40 a piece, and that's
I might bring it back on
full page.
If nobody picks it up tonight. You know, this is such a great deal. All right, so then we did Jean Grey Black Queen statue sculpted by Mark Newman, and it is over 13 inches tall, by Bowen Designs. Seen it floating around the wild for $400. It is a best offer item, and currently Preston is in the lead at $180. So, and Carlos, remember to fill out the submission form. All right, buddy. All right, then we did Purgatory Must Die number 2, limited edition cover by Colette Turner and Arif Prianto. Suggested retail of $50, and we have the one available for $40. Thank you for saying that, Danilo. I don't like comics. We try to make sure we ship well, but depending where you live internationally, we got to make sure that we want to make sure we get you the exact shipping costs. All right, then we had Immortal Red Sonja number 10, Virgin Incentive cover by Jonathan Lau. All right, you got it, Mikey Maz. EK3, Mikey Maz.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, that's such a good deal too.
That is a good deal. All right, so where did I leave off?
I'm not sure which one you're on, but did you get to the statue yet about who's in the lead? Because everything's really a couple minutes left.
Let's go back to the statue real quick, JD. Jean Grey Black Queen statue sculpted by Mark Newman, over 13 inches tall. Seen it floating around in the wild online for about $400. It is a best offer item, and Preston is currently in the lead at $180.
Cool.
All right, so that's the only best offer item, but there's only 5 minutes left. All right, so then we did Purgatory Must Die, number 2, limited edition virgin cover, Colette Turner and Arif Prianto. Suggested retail of $50, and we have the one available for $40. Then we did Immortal Red Sonja number 10, virgin incentive cover by Jonathan Lau, 1:30 ratio. Suggested retail of $50, and we have the one available for $29.99. Then we did Vampirella, year 1, number 5. Incentive virgin cover by Guillaume March, 1:25 ratio. Suggested retail of $50, and we have the one available for $30. All right, and that takes care of our best offers.
Triple B's thrown.
Okay, 15 Triple B on Purgatory. All right, let me see. Let me find the Purgatory. The Purgatory Must Die number 2. I'm gonna that's a Nick call, buddy, because we have it at 40. I can't come down to 15 without Nick approval on that one, buddy. So hopefully Nick's reading it and he'll come in a second, buddy. All right, so that takes care of the Rex Cap. All right. So last minute for anybody to, if you haven't already, you only have to do it once. So don't do it again if you've already put it up in the chat. Hashtag Gun Saves DC, all lowercase. And then we're going to do the drawing for the Batman J. Lee giveaway.
I'm sorry. How much was Purgatory again?
We had Purgatory at Purgatory Must Die. We had it at 40.
Yeah, 40. Okay, thank you.
All right. So Triple B, Amy's gonna do the legwork for you, brother.
Hey, so as far as TV shows go, have you started watching The Last of Us at all?
I haven't, but I really want to because I've heard
it's good.
25.
All right. So Triple B, can you do 25 on Purgatory? Let us know before the end of the show, buddy. Or if the show ends and you still want it, you can always email me. All right. So let me know if you can do it for 25. That's Purgatory Must Die number 2. Marcus Rex Saves France. We got to make that a hashtag on the next show. I forgot to send the picture again. I got to send the picture. All right, Triple B, you got it, buddy. All right. So now it is time for our last giveaway. Batman J. Lee. Let's see. All right. So let's go ahead and spin that wheel, JD. Give JD a second. Show was good. Game was so much better. Really?
Game is
I
way
never played the
better.
game. I never played the game.
It's actually one of my favorite
Shelby,
games.
congratulations, buddy. You are the winner.
Congrats, man.
Yeah, I've heard some great things about it. So I do want to watch. Dude, the list of things I'm supposed to watch is getting longer and longer by the day. It's crazy. So 1 minute left on the statue. And if nobody else puts an offer in there, Preston's going to walk away with it at $180. So,
Yeah, definitely one of my favorite games that I've played. They did a really good job on it. I think the show's a pretty good portrayal.
Well, it's that actor. What's his name? Oscar Isaac, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I think
No,
that's
not Oscar
No.
Isaac. Mandalorian. I'm sorry.
Is it something with a P? Pascal?
Yeah. It's the guy who plays Mandalorian. Pedro. Pascal. Is that right?
I can look. I think that's his name.
No, it's all right, Sheldon. We got you, buddy. We're running out of time anyway.
That's him.
So you're good. You're the winner, bro.
The problem is I think him and what's her name, Bella Ramsey. I think they're both really good, like actors and actresses, but I don't think they fit the role as those characters well, which kind of sucks.
Mikey Maz has a question. Mikey, let me see. No, you don't have to send one. You don't have to send another one if you sent the one, right? Mike, I only have you down for the one book, so you're good. You should be good, unless I'm missing something. Oh no, you have 2 books. That's right. You have the DK3. No, you're good. You're good on that because I keep the notes, so you're good. If you want to fill one out, that's fine. All right, but if you don't, that's okay too. Amy's going to come in here and punch me in the head, or she's going to take one of the omnibuses and crack me in the skull. So yeah, if you want to just be safe, buddy, just or you can email me at rex.wang@dynamite.com. That works too. So, but I have you down for 2 items, the Dark Knight's Medal and the DK3, the Master Race. So and Amy is diligently cross references to make sure that she checks my handwritten notes as well. And I don't know how the heck she reads it, but yeah, no, I do want to watch. There's so many things I want to watch, man. Joel and Din Djarin are a little close character-wise for me.
Din Djarin. I don't know who that is. I gotta look him up.
Oh, that's the name of the Mandalorian.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, CJ, man. Hopefully, I'll reminder, I will be on Robbie's show at noon Eastern time on Friday. I don't know what the topic's going to be, but I can almost guarantee it's going to be about the press release from DC, James Gunn.
That's big news.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so much to unpack there. Nick will be on Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern with his original art show. If you are an original art fan, if you're a collector, you can't miss the show. Even if you're not a collector, you should tune in. He always has great pieces of art and great stories that go behind it. A lot of this stuff comes from Nick's personal collection as well. Monkey Bass, no problem, buddy. We'll get an invoice out to you ASAP tomorrow. Quick. Nick, go ahead.
Everything $400 or less on Friday, and Marcus is getting his way. No pun intended, since he's Marcus Way. Okay, maybe a little bit of a pun intended. I'm not wearing the red pants. He's not getting his way that way.
I'm just saying.
But Marcus,
maybe
we will have one piece of art at $4 to honor my nephew Gabe. We will have one piece of art at $8 to honor my nephew Joseph. We will have one piece of artwork at $22 to honor my goddaughter Carly. Nope. And one item at $27 to honor my nephew AJ.
And red pants.
Look at Lars, man, claiming 4, 8, and 22. Apparently 27 was too much.
I bet you if you just wear the red pants, everything would change.
Should I even show the one that we're doing at $27?
Sure. Lars Man's trying to claim it.
Can't claim it. I'll give you a hint. This is going to be $27. This will be $27 on Friday, but you can't claim it till I show it.
So you got to make sure you tune in Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern on The Experience.
$27 on Friday. Got to wait till Friday, Lars. Love you, though.
I don't think he cares.
Yeah, I don't think so. It doesn't have Spider-Man.
I think you can make it up to him by
it's
wearing the red
Wolverine,
pants.
White Queen, Beast, Kitty Pryde, Quinjet. No Spidey. He doesn't care.
Red pants.
You just showed it. I claim it. Tune in on Friday, Lars, man. Tune in on Friday, buddy.
As always, I want to thank.
But people will claim before knowing the price.
Yeah, well, then
I'm gonna have to turn everything around.
And weird, right?
Those are prices I can afford.
Yeah, there you go. Carlos,
See you guys
we appreciate
Friday.
you.
Yep.
Nick will be
I
on
appreciate
7
you
p.m.
guys.
On The Experience. I want to thank everybody that's watching. We really appreciate you guys. It's a great community out there. As always,
and real quick, different color guides. We got Alpha Flight.
I also want to thank Alec for joining us tonight. It's always fun having him on the show, and Robbie as well. Hopefully, John will feel better and be back on Monday.
Hopefully, I'm gonna reach out to him.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure he's getting kind of stir crazy. But again, thank you, everybody. Friday night with Nick. I'll be on Pop Culture Philosophers with Rock and Robbie at noontime on Friday. And then we'll be back on at 6 p.m. on Monday for our regular show. All right. So everybody be safe, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, guys.
Do you remember what it was like when you were a little kid and you got a letter in the mail? Now imagine that letter was filled with information about your favorite shows, pop culture questions, links to things you're going to want to see later, and even sneak peeks at upcoming programming here on The Experience. That's what the EXP mailing list is. Every week, we send you sneak peeks, information, and all of the relevant links for all of the shows you want to see. Sign up now on our website or scan the QR code that's on your screen right now.